Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Pillars of Eternity. Try X2. So, we're actually here at the, inn, whatever the name is, because when I rest here, Bright Hollow, when I rest here, I tend to get a conversation, and I didn't want to miss the conversation, so. Excuse me.
You're a newcomer to the Deerwood as well. What do you make of it so far?
People here seem nice enough. I assume nobody has called you out for scrap behind the barn yet, then. Candy gives you a lopsided grin. Nor I. There's much fuss made of the Deerwood temper, but so far they've largely loosed it on each other. They're a rather refreshing bunch otherwise, I think. I've whiled away an hour or two talking to the regulars in one tavern or another, and everyone from the merchant to the servant has an opinion to share. Indeed. There's like two different paths to that conversation, and I ended up taking the second one for some reason. Basically, it drops you back to the first one until you make a comment. I think it was about not seeing the sights, and then it drops you back to the main conversation until you get that answer, but it's alright. Neither here nor there. So, we are currently heading to find the Giant Slayers? Bronze beneath the lake. Giant Slayers at Wood End Plains. Got it.
The keep's coming along nicely.
Yes, it is. Were you the... No, we gotta go all the way over here to get to... and fast mode. Speaking of the keep, while we're here... Yeah, haha, we can throw him in the party. She's busy, so... Alright, except that, Right, what else do we got? Hedge maze started, so that's down here. Where's our hedge maze? Hedge maze is here, finished in 15 hours. Fair enough. So by the time we get to Wood End Plains, it should be finished. One moment. Alright, sorry about that. My nose has been acting up today, so... Aloth has enough experience to level up, so let's get to that while we're at it. 6 points. Lore seems to be a good option. Let's see. So he can learn some new spells. We've got one new spell we can learn. Deleterious Alacrity of Motion. Ooh, it's a targeted haste. Oh, it's a wizard haste. Okay, makes the actual wizard faster. That somehow seems less than helpful. Crackling Bolt. Oh my goodness, this is the lightning spell from Baldur's Gate 2, basically. Because it'll go out, it bounces and attacks another target, and I'm not sure how I feel about that. Shock damage, yeah. Expose vulnerabilities. Meh. Displaced image. Noxious burst. Ooh. These two. Huh, wonder what he's got that's increasing the radius. Ringham's repulsive visage. Huh. Draining touch. You're not supposed to be here, and so this slows enemies. Arcane dampener. What can we do here at level 2? Ray of fire. Attack. Oh, that's interesting. So we could actually hit a target and anything. Okay, that's Agonizer Scorcher from Baldur's Gate, which is kind of cool. Infused with Vital Essence. Fetid Caress. Seriously, what's with all the touch spells? Binding Web. Ooh. That's not a party-friendly spell, I don't think. Bulwark against the elements. I think we're going to go ahead and go with Crackling Bolt, as terrible as that sounds, because there doesn't seem to be an... Or was this? No, that's AoE. Yeah, let's go with Crackling Bolt. And Penetrating Blast. Bonus spells. Offensive. Offensive. Bloody Slaughter. Penetrating Shot. He's not shooting anything, so... Utility, what do we got? Yeah, let's do that. That'll make his new lightning spell even more powerful than it was. Right, so I'm gonna get over here in a second. Any conversation?
Yes?
No. Alright, just quick save before we leave. And, yep, that's fine. And we're headed to Wood End Plains. Here we go. Which means that the hedge maze will be completed by the time we arrive. Excellent. Well, it doesn't exactly say who's building some of this stuff. And my question is the hedge maze something we can actually explore? Can we go in there and find some unique mystical treasure in there? Or is it just a... Okay, you now have a hedge maze. I mean, this is an Obsidian game, so I would expect to be able to go in and... Near the Deft Hand sent word from the Deadfire Archipelago, thanking you for your role in... Okay, hang on. In giving her a fresh start. Nairi, okay. And hedge mage construction completed. What else can we build? Woodland trails. Yes, we'll do that. Definitely do that. Alright. Map. Where would we meet the giant slayers? Well, let's head this way. Basically, we'll just move on towards our destination until we... we've been here, we've killed a lot of things, so... Let's go up here, just in case. Nope, we've been there, killed that. Been there, found that corpse. Alright, let's head over here. We were zoomed in, that's why. Right. Hello?
Hush, eat.
Ha! A dwarven woman, dressed in skins and hides, leans against the road marker. Her face is turned down, her eyes darkened by a thick strip of face paint. She's sharpening a bone arrowhead with a scrimshaw-handled knife. Her attention, however, is focused on the bare figurine between her feet. A large, white-furred fox standing at her heels looks up at your approach.
Easy, Itumak. It's not him.
Who are you waiting for?
Short version? I'm looking for a very, very old friend. I'm not sure what skin he's wearing now, but I'll know him when I see him.
Can I help you find him? She stops sharpening her arrowhead and slowly folds her arms. That's an interesting question. The last helpful stranger only succeeded in lightening my purse. I think I'll handle this on my own. Your friend is supposed to meet you here?
That's what I heard. Of course, the man who told me so was carrying a staff he claimed was made from dragon bone, but I know Whitewood when I see it. That should have been my first clue, but I had to try something.
What's this stranger have to do with your friend?
The long version. Here we go. I'm from an island to the far south called Nasitok. I came here looking for a village elder, a man we knew as Persok. I'm a hunter back home, so tracking someone wouldn't normally be a problem. But Persok's trail is cold, to say the least.
Sorry about that. Why can't you find him? There can't be that many of people in your Deerwood, he says, as a complete imbecile. He died when I was still a young girl. Forgot to mention that part, did I? I'm looking for his latest reincarnation, which could be anyone. How long have you been looking for this guy? Her painted brows lower, and her compact, muscular frame sags for just an instant. 5 years. So you've been searching 5 years for a stranger you barely remember, who could be anyone now.
That about sums it up.
Then it must be an important duty.
So I keep reminding myself. Still, it would be nice if important duties came with clearer instructions.
How does the statuette figure into it? She dusts the figurine on her trousers and raises it in her small, flat palm. Excuse me. It's carved in the shape of a bear, smooth and round. The polished adra is worn to a dull mat along its arched back and ovoid haunches. A soft glow emanates from within. I'll bet that shows her who it is.
Cute, isn't it? It belonged to Persok. Before he returned to the wheel, he left a splinter of his soul in it. Something to help us find him later.
As she holds it out to you, you feel wisps of sensation. Not quite memories, but traces of someone.
When I left Nasitok, it was completely dark inside. But as I've gotten closer to Persok, it's glowed steadily brighter. Since I've reached the Deerwood, however, it's gotten hard to read. Some days it flickers and goes dark. Others it shines nice and bright. For a few hours. But most of the time, it looks just like this.
I could take a look at it.
I've heard that one before. Whole reason I'm standing here is because some so-called watcher from Forkvale told me he could take a look. For a few golden dukes, of course. I was on my way out of the Balmarsh when I heard talk of a traveling mystic who could supposedly see souls. I knew it was a long shot, but what did I have to lose? I went to see this fellow and gave him the Audra figurine. He made a big show of moaning and rolling his eyes, and after I'd given him 5 golden dukes to lift the shroud, he told me to seek the crossroads in the field between the wolf's lair and the twining trees.
Go on.
He thought he was being vague, but I know the area well enough to recognize that he meant this place, right between Defiance Bay and Twin Elms. I had a bad taste in my mouth, but my coin was spent and I'd already left an arrow in his knapsack as a friendly warning. Told him I'd come back and leave him with another if it turned out he was giving me the runaround. I've been here a week now. Guess he had the last laugh after all.
May I see the figurine?
Why?
Please?
Fine. But if you try to run, just remember that my arrows are faster.
She hands you the figurine, her chapped knuckles grazing your hand. She watches you examine it, wary but cautious, but curious. You raise the Adra bear, turning it in the light. As your eyes catch a tiny, glinting scratch, the scenery around you melts away. Sorry. You're standing on a cliff overlooking the water, seeing through eyes that aren't your own. You catch the musk of beasts amid the fresh scent of vegetation, and your heart beats a little faster. You'll have to watch your step up here. You look down just long enough to see the sharp, pale cliffs drop into the water hundreds of feet below you. I see a vision of cliffs high over the water. Does that sound familiar? Your question is greeted with shrugs and silence. I've got it. He's standing on a cliff.
What are you talking about? What just happened?
I'm an actual watcher. She blinks at you a few times, calculating. I know this sounds strange, but it's the truth, says Aloth, who's been away for the really strange stuff.
You realize I've got no coin to give you, even if I did believe you.
Come with me. I've got other business in the area, and we can look for Persok on the way. Go away.
You walk your path, I'll walk mine.
Thank you. Fantastic. Travel to the cliffs I saw in the vision. Do you have any idea? Hello? Was estás? Okay. Oh, I suppose we have to... Aha! Here we... Tell me about that bow. Masuk hunting bow. Try it again, thank you. Sagani's hunting bow is made for a dual role. In her home village, the hunters pursue game both to kill and to subdue, often using blunt arrows to stun small quarry. These captured animals are sometimes raised or traded to other villages. As a result, Sagani's bow can fire arrows that do pierce or crush damage, but it has slightly reduced range and damage. Cool. Fine. No. Fine dagger, fine hatchet. 1217 versus 1217. Here, split your damage a bit. And wide direct. Here, use that instead. It's even better. What's that? Wire and stick. Okay, how about your armor? Fine hide armor, fair enough. Ilfin Bringer, let's see. Here, have a cool hat. Oh, wait a minute. I should be wearing that hat. Yeah. Here, trade your hats. Stop it. There, now I match my picture. Yep, awesome. Alright, I'll need some plate armor to finish off the look, but there you go. Everybody has a hat? Everybody has a hat. Alright, let's see. Let's check our world map. Do we know of anything with cliffs on it? Ah, I'll bet he's in Stormwall Gorge. Old song looks like a wolf's head. That's okay. That's what she was talking about. Right. So where's our map again? Let's go this way. We'll go find our giant slayers. I don't really mind having ditched Durance. I mean, he's kind of okay, but also mostly just okay. Hello. What treasure be here? Right. Hang on. Right, long hunt. Okay, maybe they're over here. Alright, hang on. We have to... nope, not the button we wanted. Here. Yeah. I don't know what superpowers the fox has, but I'm certain we'll find out at some point. Aha! Bind the nimble. Bind eyes you with amusement, but his voice carries menace. You must be lost, pup. The giant slayers don't share bounty. Waynon thinks you're taking too long. His smug expression fades in an instant. And he had the gall to send you? His hand moves to his hilt. I should just He stops himself, gritting his teeth. The well-groomed man leans in, swaying as if drunk. You think you can get the weapons. You've got two problems, rookie. A flooded entrance for one, and crucible patrols for the other. We've seen more knights than face painters out here. Why are the knights here? Damned if I know. They're glorified thugs in armor, and usually prefer their feathered beds to camp cots. But I'd got one in an instant, but I can't collect bounties as a wanted man. Tell me about the flooded entrance. Must be the rains. We found this on the water, though. He holds up a flat, circular piece of adra and drops it into a pouch on his belt. Not much natural adra around here. Might be a key of some kind. Couldn't experiment much with the damn knights prowling around. What do you know about the weapons? Waynon's paying good coin for them. That's all I need to know. So what now? Interesting question. See, we never ever shares bounties. His companions move to stand in line with him, hands on their weapons. I was sent here to talk to you, that's all. And we're talking now, pup. Choose your words carefully. Okay, wow. I'm really awful. Can't we work together on this? He looks at you, dumbfounded, for a moment before bursting into incredulous laughter. I don't know where Waynon finds the likes of you. Sure, pup, we'll work together. Just hold still and you can help my friends with target practice. Yeah, somehow I just knew that. Hey, guess what I've got? If you guessed wizard, you guessed correctly. Everybody else, make with the... What's your superpower? You have kind of an awful superpower. Do me a favor. Be aggressive. Use progressed abilities. You don't really do anything but bite people. Yeah. Okay. Fire for effect. Kana. Shoot the mouthy one, please.
How may I help?
Haha. Suck my wizard. Wizard, back off, please. Thank you. You. Bite him. A lot. Who's dead? Oh, it's the target. How many can we catch in it? Yep. We're gonna hit our own guys, but it's alright. Boom! Ow. Whoops. Counter wizard, please. Here, nuke that guy, please. Boom! In the face. Stop being a people. And, knock him over. Kana, can we have some... Oh, we're getting assistance. Yes! There we go. Right. Knock that guy over. Skeletons. Not Kana. I want the other skeleton. Attack that guy. Right. Yes. You may want to switch to stabbing. More stabbing, yes, please, thank you. Wizard. Get whizzing. In the face, please. Yes. Thank you. And as soon as you have a free mo... Oh, not that. Give him another blast of that. In your own time, please. Ow. Somebody knocked out our dwarf. Right. Oops. Stupid rangers, anyway.
Hmm?
Loot the corpses. Find staff, hatchet, hatchet. Ooh, find mail armor. A helm. Some leaf. Some money. Okay. Switch to stash mode. Take everything. And... Hello? Find a fine robe? Aha. Aha. Right. Wizard. Come over here. Okay. Wine dregs swirl around the bottom of the clay jar. Alright, backspace selects everybody. Come over here. Alright, you. We need our stash. We need... Dude's grimoire. Also, where's that fine robe? Fine robe. Oh, okay. Aloth's leather armor versus that. Okay, his leather armor's better. That's fine. What you got? You got 7 versus that. What are you wearing? You're wearing Saint's War armor, which is about the same. And you, sun-touched male of Hebron Wrath. Brigandine is 10, which means this is better. There you go. You can have that. I'll toss this junk in the stash. You can keep your dagger. What is this? Potion of Eldritch Aim. Actually, that might be useful for you. Alright, what have you got that... Fleet Feet? Defense when disengaging. Fan of Flames. Corrosive Siphon. Calicoth's Minor Blights. Okay, there's... Really... Jolting Touch. Okay, how much is that? Yeah, 100 copper. Thank you. And you are Eldritch Aim, which is... Yeah. Alright. That seems to work well. You can put that in there. Alright, so... Oh, hang on. We need their inventory. inventory because we just picked up the engraved Adra disc. This palm-sized Adra disc has been shaped into a perfect circle. Runes have been engraved around the edges, but are too small to decipher. Well, delightful. Hang on. What is our next section? Enter the ruins via Stormwall Gorge. Alright, well, we will do that in our next episode. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.